highest October job losses in 20 years is the headline.
Layoffs across the U.S. soared last month, marking the worst October cuts in 22 years. According to the firm Challenger Gray & Christmas, there were more than 153,000 layoffs in October. That's a 183% increase from the month before.
Every week, it feels like another company is announcing layoffs. Tech, retail, finance, no one's safe. People who thought they had secure jobs are being called into short meetings that change their lives in minutes. According to a recent Yahoo Finance article, Amazon plans to cut around 14,000 corporate jobs and potentially up to 30,000 jobs this year. UPS is eliminating about 34,000 operational positions, plus 14,000 management roles, bringing the total to nearly 48,000 jobs. And Nestle has announced layoffs of 16,000 employees over the next 2 years as a part of its cost-cutting plan. Let me ask you something. If you lost your job tomorrow, could you cover your bills for a few months? In reality, most people can't, and job security isn't guaranteed anymore. It's easy to think that won't happen to me, but the reality is no one is truly immune. The workforce is shifting, automation is on the rise, and companies are cost-cutting faster than ever. This is exactly why having a plan in place is no longer optional, it's essential. That's why I feel this video is so important. Today, we're not just talking about layoffs, we're discussing the steps you can take right now to protect yourself and your family. From building an emergency fund to reducing debt, learning new skills, and creating multiple income streams. These are practical strategies that give you real security, control, and peace of mind no matter what comes next. Hi, I'm Greg Hardy, and welcome back to the channel, and thank you for being here. We cover all things personal finance, investing, and building a secure financial future. So if you are serious about taking control of your money and learning something new every week, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like the video. It really helps the channel and gets this information out to more people who need it. Thank you. Let's be honest, most people aren't ready for a sudden job loss. A recent report showed that over half of Americans couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency without using credit. That means one car repair, one medical bill, or one missed paycheck could throw everything off balance. And when a layoff hits, it's not just the job that's gone, it's your routine, your sense of security, and your ability to plan for the future. And bills don't stop just because your job did. The rent still shows up, the car payment still shows up, groceries, gas, and credit cards, they don't care about your employment status. And when that paycheck disappears, a lot of people realize just how tight things really are. And the tough part is, layoffs are no longer rare. They're becoming a part of the new normal. Companies are cutting costs to stay profitable, technology is automating tasks that used to be done by people, and the economy keeps shifting in ways that we just can't predict. Jobs that felt safe a few years ago just aren't guaranteed anymore. But here's the thing. Instead of sitting back and hoping things get better, this is the time to take action. You can't control what your company decides, but you can control your finances, your debt, and your ability to adapt. And that's what separates those who panic from those who stay prepared when life throws a curveball. The first line of defense when life does throw you that curveball is your emergency fund. Think of it like your personal financial safety net. It's not just for layoffs, but for anything unexpected. When that car breaks down, the water heater goes out, a medical bill shows up, life happens. And when it does, having that cushion keeps you from reaching for a credit card or taking on new debt just to get by. Ideally, you want to have 3 to 6 months worth of your living expenses set aside. That might sound like a lot, but don't let that number stop you from starting. Even $500 or $1,000 can make a world of difference when something unexpected happens. The key is to build it step by step. Set a small goal, hit it, then raise the bar. Every dollar you save is a layer of protection for your future self. And here's a simple piece of advice. Keep your emergency fund out of sight and out of reach. Put it into a high-yield savings account, not your checking account, because it's going to be too easy to spend there. Set up automatic transfers every payday, even if it's just a small amount. The goal is to make savings so automatic that you barely even think about it. Because when that layoff notice comes or that life happens moment hits, you're going to be thankful that you took this step. It's not about fear, it's about peace of mind. Knowing that you can cover your bills and breathe a little bit while you figure out what your next move is, and one of the most powerful forms of financial freedom that there is. Debt is one of the biggest financial burdens that you can carry, especially when life becomes uncertain. It eats away at your income and limits your options. When you owe money, your paycheck isn't really yours. Part of it already belongs to someone else. And when a layoff or emergency happens, those payments aren't going to stop. That's why paying down debt is one of the best forms of financial protection that you can have. I want you to start with your high interest debts, things like credit cards or personal loans. These types of debt grow fast and can quietly drain hundreds of dollars a month from your budget. Even paying just a little bit extra each month makes a huge difference. Once you knock out one balance, roll that payment into the next. This is called the debt snowball method, and after each debt is paid off, it builds momentum and helps you stay motivated. But it's not just about numbers, it's about mindset. Being debt-free means you have choices. It means you can take a job that pays less but gives you more freedom. It means you can handle a temporary loss of income without panic. Debt keeps you tied down, but paying it off gives you the flexibility to make decisions based on what's best for you, not what your creditors demand. And here's the thing, becoming debt-free doesn't happen overnight, and that's okay. What matters is consistency. Every dollar you pay towards debt is one step closer to peace of mind. It's about progress, not perfection. Because when the unexpected happens, the fewer payments you owe, the easier life becomes. Now let's take a moment and talk about one of your greatest assets, your skills. In today's world, the job market is changing faster than ever. AI, automation, and outsourcing are transforming the way companies operate. That means one of the best ways to protect your financial future is to keep your skills fresh and adaptable. The more value that you can bring, the more opportunities you'll have, even when times are tough. Start by looking at what's happening in the industry that you're involved in. What skills are becoming more in demand? Maybe it's project management, digital marketing, coding, data analysis, or even communication and leadership. You don't have to go back to school or spend thousands of dollars to grow. There are free and affordable courses online that can help you learn new things at your own pace. Ultimately, the goal is to stay relevant and not just in one lane. Having a variety of skills gives you flexibility. It makes you more marketable if you ever need to switch careers or industries. It also builds confidence because you know you have the tools you can use no matter what happens. People who stop learning eventually fall behind, but those who keep growing become irreplaceable. So invest in yourself. Read books, take classes, watch tutorials, or shadow someone who's doing what you think you want to learn. Skill building is like compound interest. The earlier you start, the more it grows. And in a world that's always changing, learning will always be your best investment. And finally, let's talk about creating multiple streams of income. Because if we've learned anything over the past few years, it's that relying on one paycheck is extremely risky. When that one source of income disappears, everything you've built can come crashing down. But when you have more than one way to make money, you create options, and options equals freedom. So start small. Look at your skills, your hobbies, or even your experience. Could you offer freelance services? Teach something online? Start a small side business? Maybe it's investing in real estate, dividend stocks, or selling digital products. The goal isn't to quit your job tomorrow, it's to start building small income streams that can grow over time. The truth is, most millionaires don't have just one source of income, they have several. And while you don't have to become a millionaire to feel secure, having even one or two side income sources can take off a lot of pressure from your main job. It can help you save faster, pay off debt quicker, and give you more control over your financial future. Because here's the reality. When you have more than one way to earn money, you stop living in fear. You're not worried about the next round of layoffs or what the economy is going to do next. You've built a financial safety net that no single company can take away. And that kind of stability, that peace of mind, is what true financial freedom is all about. So let's be honest, we can't control when layoff happens, which companies decide to cut jobs. That's the reality of the modern workforce. It's unpredictable, fast-moving, and sometimes it can be pretty harsh. But what we can control is how we respond. Building an emergency fund, reducing debt, and growing skills aren't just practical steps. They're ways of taking ownership of your life and your financial destiny. Every small action you take now compounds into resilience, and that pays off when life throws a curveball. So know this, that financial security isn't just a number in a bank account. It's the confidence that comes from knowing that you can handle the unexpected. It's the freedom to make choices without panic, the ability to breathe when everyone else is stressed, and the power to pivot when circumstances change. People who take these steps aren't just surviving layoffs, they're positioning themselves to thrive in any economic environment. And perhaps the most important insight that I can offer you is this. Your preparation creates options. Options to change careers, explore new opportunities, or take risks that you otherwise couldn't afford. When you stop relying on luck or the security of a single paycheck and start relying on your own readiness and adaptability, you gain something far more valuable than money. You gain control, confidence, and peace of mind. That's the ultimate goal of financial preparation. Now, if you found this video eye-opening, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who you think needs to hear it. And if you want more practical, no-nonsense advice on building wealth and securing your financial future, then check out this video here. And also, please make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.